Hello and welcome to How to Play Uno Show 'em No Mercy. The game is played with 2 to 6 players. To play, you will need the Uno Show 'em No Mercy card game. Each player is dealt 7 cards, 1 card at a time. The remaining deck is placed into the middle as a draw deck. The top card of the draw deck is flipped over to start the discard pile. The object of the game is to be the first player to get rid of all your cards, or be the only player remaining in the game. Players will get removed from the game if they have 25 or more cards in their hand. Players will take turns playing cards onto the discard pile. In order to play a card onto the discard pile, the cards being played must match the top card of the discard pile in number, color, or symbol, with the exception of the wild cards. Wild cards can be played regardless of the top discard. There are 4 colors of cards, and each color has cards 0 through 9. The 0s and 7s have special rules when played. When a player plays a 7, the player of the card must swap their hand of cards with another player of their choice. When a player plays a 0, all players must pass their hand of cards to the next player in the current direction of play. The Draw 2 card forces the next player to draw 2 cards from the draw deck and lose their turn. The Draw 4 card forces the next player to draw 4 cards from the deck and lose their turn. The Skip card causes the next player's turn to be skipped. The Reverse card causes the direction of play to reverse. The Discard All cards allows a player to discard all the cards in their hand that match the color of the Discard All card being played. The Skip Everyone card allows the player to take another turn. A wild card allows the player of the card to select one of the 4 colors to play. The next player will draw cards based on the amount of the wild card and lose their turn to play. The Wild Draw 4 card also reverses the direction of play. The last card is the Wild Draw Roulette card. This card causes the next player to choose a color, then draw cards from the draw deck until a card of the chosen color is drawn. Once drawn, the drawing player loses their turn. Going back to the hands that were dealt earlier, I have flipped up each player's cards for you to see. In an actual game, you will keep your cards hidden from the other players. Play begins with the player left of the dealer playing to the discard pile. Players will continue to take turns playing cards to the discard pile while completing any necessary actions from the cards being played. If a player gets 25 or more cards, they are out of the game. Here, Letty has to draw 10 cards, which puts her over 25 cards. Letty's hand is placed face down. If all players are eliminated from the game except one, the remaining player is the winner. If a player gets rid of all the cards in their hand, they are the winner no matter how many players are still in the game. When a draw card is played, the next player can stack the penalty by playing a draw card of equal or higher value. For example, a player may play a draw 4 card. The next player can play a draw 4 card, causing the next player to have to draw 8 cards or play another draw 4 card or higher. The stacking of draw cards continues until someone cannot play a draw card of equal or higher value. If a player plays a card that results in only one remaining card in their hand, the player must announce Uno. If another player announces Uno before the player with 1 card, the player with 1 card must draw 2 cards. If a player cannot play onto the top discard, they will draw cards from the draw deck until a card is drawn that can be played. Then, that drawn card is played. If the first card flipped from the deck is an action card, ignore it and flip another card. Cards are flipped until a number card is revealed. If the draw deck runs out, shuffle the discard pile and any cards from eliminated players to form a new draw deck. That wraps up How to Play Uno Show 'em No Mercy. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and find more game tutorials by subscribing to the channel Gather Together Games. Thanks for watching.